Russia has jeopardized the United States' security interest, and we can no longer be restricted by the treaty while Russia shamelessly violates it.
All right, so let's start off. So what's the biggest concern about this deal going south?
Well, this deal was formed in 1987 between the U.S. and the Soviet Union, and that was basically a Cold War a nuclear de-escalation agreement. And so, obviously, with this deal falling apart, the idea is that the big concern would be that it's another arms race, another chance for both of these superpowers to build up a bigger nuclear arsenal, which both of these would. They already have pretty big stockpiles as it is. They've gone down, obviously, since the heat of the Cold War, but obviously, they'd increase a lot.
And President Trump and Mike Pompeo are saying that we pulled out of the deal essentially because Russia hasn't been following its terms for years. Is this true? Is this a new thing that they haven't been following it, or has it happened before?
Oh, no, it's definitely happened before. President Obama's administration made the claim in 2014 that they weren't violating it when they tested some ground-based missiles, some similar kind where over 2,000 had already been destroyed between the United States and Russia as a result of the original pact. So this is definitely nothing new from either side. Vladimir Putin has also accused the United States of violating various terms, something the U.S. denies and seems a little bit less likely. But Russia has definitely violated the terms before, dating back to 2014, and even in the last couple of years, which led President Trump and his administration to take this measure.
All right, so one more question. All right, so moving forward, what are we going to see when it comes to this deal? Are there any other nations that are going to get involved?
I'm glad you asked that because China is right on the precipice. They've always been a threatening nuclear power, and they weren't a part of this original deal. They didn't sign on to it, and they're in a very weird spot. They want the deal to stay in place, but they do not want to sign on to it. They're definitely a burgeoning power and a greater global threat, obviously with them creating islands in the South China Sea to expand their marine presence, and among other things, this deal falling apart allows them an opportunity to get into the arms race as well. And instead of a two-headed dragon race between the United States and the Soviet Union, you'd get China in there as well, and it would create sort of a trifecta that would be really deadly.
Right. Brandon, thank you so much. Deal between Reagan and Gorbachev coming to an end.